Alright, here's my old junky well house. Tire to keep the lid from blowing off. This is what I use. This has a remote control that turns the light on and off. I got an outlet down here. I'll show you all in a minute. Now they do got them where it'll come on at 39 degrees and go off at 51, but I didn't trust it, and it worked. I just like rather, I got a little hole there I can see if the light's on, and I'll get the camera in a second to show you guys. Yeah, I just got, my well house is terrible. I just got that sitting on an old tank. And this light is just over the motor. And that keeps it from freezing. I'm going to do something better in here this year though. I'm going to get some more foam. Just do it a little better. But we got a few weeks before it gets real cold. So I'm good. And that's the well, and that's done for the day. Out the door. Off. Just gotta see what the deal is. This shaft on this arm gets bent. The window won't go up any further now. Let me go get my keys. Now, what this thing's been doing, I think I figured out why. It'll go up. I've got the bolts out, but it only goes out to about there. But there was a bolt missing out of here, which tilted the motor. But now I gotta figure out how to get it bent back, and if that motor is just not right, it won't go up and down all the way. So we'll come back once I get her figured out. If not, I'll stick a board in the damn thing. That always works. Alright, I've been jacking with this for about a half an hour. Figured out what the problem was. This was missing. It fell down in there. And I can't find one for there, but I think we're good now that this side. But what was happening was this sprocket here. See, now she goes all the way up. It's off track a little bit. This was bent outward. However that happened, I just simply pulled it in. If you look at stuff that's mechanical long enough, you'll figure it out. And I just pushed it, didn't work pushing it. Then I pulled it back and bent it back. But there's a bracket in there that's bent on the motor. So when that bent, it kind of pushed that out. So now she functions as she should. but it's you know, the metal's bent. I don't want to mess with it too much. It ain't gonna come down on me no more. And that's it. There's another thing off the list. Now we got to pull the tire off and redo that for the third time. Third time's a charm, folks. Alright, every year, first week of November, put all the bird feeders out. First year I moved here, no birds. I started putting the feeders out, and they all started coming. I just feed them chicken scraps. They love it. About a week I'll be full of cardinals. The Super Stretch has the corn and the sunflower seeds the cardinals like. And it's cheaper than birdseed. Alright, next project. We'll get this winter hose drained and put away. We've got a freeze warning tonight. Then I'm going to replace this spigot. Also putting this away. These will break in the winter. I gotta get some Teflon tape and some channel locks. I'll be back. Okay, yeah, this is kind of my rig to water the dogs with. Kind of waiting to see when I build onto the house, then I'll put a permanent one up. You want to hold this for me, Waldo? He said, no. Don't listen about it. Now this still works. If you turn it off too far, it leaks. And I don't want to risk it. We'll just put a whole new one on there. And you got a nice red handle on it. Boy, that's some cheap ass Teflon tape. Look at that stuff. Ah, that's no good. God, that's the worst Teflon tape I've ever seen. Be back. Next project. Pulling the lawnmower battery out and bringing it in for the winter. This dramatically saves on your battery. I've had this one since 18. I bought this new in 18, and usually these things only last a couple of years. But if you take the batteries out every winter, bring them in the house, they'll last you a long time. So, don't see myself mowing anymore this year. And that's another project off the list. Now I got a couple more. What are you chewing on? Now we just gotta get all the water out of the garden hose. Expensive. What are you doing? He's pulling weeds out of the ground. And I could not find an old doorknob. So now, at least I got a deadbolt. I ain't real worried about that, but I have locked myself in out a few times. Had to get the pliers and turn that deal. What you whining about, boy? Nobody wants to see a Waldo. Nobody wants to see a Waldo. You whine all the time. He's a good boy. And then we got this. What are you doing exactly over there? Huh, Miss Doodle?